Alright guys, welcome back to the farm. I ain't done any videos. You can tell it's windy out here today. We've had about over 3 inches of rain the past few days. Today it's short sleeve weather, but that wind's still a little cool. But anyway, today I'm gonna get in here and try to get my door frames built. Started with I was just gonna put one door all the way across, but now I think I'm gonna put 2 doors on because I'm using this type of siding and 2x4 framing, and you really don't want to get too heavy with the doors. And so I've done that out at my house on my little shop building out there. Of course, it's not as wide as this, and it's worked fine. But so basically, this is 10 foot wide, and so the doors are going to be 5 foot wide. Of course, from here to here, it's over 8 foot. It's really basically 10 by 12 opening here, because the door frames are going to have to go to the center of the post, and over here on this post. And the only thing I'm really worried about is, am I going to have anything here? There is a power pole in there, but as you can tell, from here to here is void. It's an empty spot, so I'm gonna have to get way back here to put my hinge in. All right, guys, so this is my hinge. As you can see, it's a pretty good size. It's made to go, really, this part to go on the door and this part to go on the wall. So it will be like this, but that don't look good. So I'm gonna do it like this. And that should give me plenty of room. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mount my 2x4s on this side of the hinge, so that when it's shut, the hinge is flat against this wall. So I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I just got to figure out about where I can mount it, and see, it's still gonna give me full opening ability. 2 per door, and I'm gonna run. I'll show you how I'm gonna run in a minute. But first thing I gotta do is I gotta mark me some lines right here and over there, and see how far apart them lines are, and that's how long, how wide the 2 doors are going to be. And so I just subtract half of that and then a little bit more off of that, because I don't want them too close together. So I'm gonna mark my lines and I'll show you my drawing. Alright guys, I got my initial figure in here. It's 124 inches across, so half of that would be 62, but we don't want it to be real close together, so I'm going to say 61 7/8. That's going to give us a 1/4 inch gap when they meet. Then I measured 4 inches off the ground. It'll be 88 here, 96 in the middle, and 108 over here, which 4 inches will be right about the bottom of that trim there. And I didn't go all the way up to this because we got this to deal with, and I may end up having to pull that off, and behind it is a 2x4. So even if I pull it off, I can paint that 2x4 white, and that will give me enough room to get the siding all the way up against that. Another issue I'm dealing with is this mess right here. You can see this is overlapping, so that's going to get in the way of my door frame. So I may end up having to cut that corner off. And when they redid the ceiling, they raised this end. This post is sunk in the ground. Actually, this post really needs to be replaced. It's about rotted off. I don't know if y'all can tell. But while it's still pretty solid, it has sunk in the ground at least 3 inches. So instead of fixing it right or calling me and telling me that I need to put a longer post in, I mean, you can see this thing here is bowed down. What they should have done was, instead of putting blocks there, they should have blocked it on top of the post. And so what I'm gonna end up having to do, I'm sure, is support this, take the weight off of it, take them blocks out, and put blocks under that post or change this post out. And to be honest with you, it would really be worth it to change it out. And another thing is, for some reason, when the original rafter had gotten broke, so a replacement rafter was put in. So they just put it down the side of it. Now this is some of my granddad's doings. They just put it to the side of it. Well, when they had the roof off, would have been perfect time to fix this. They could have took that old piece out. I mean, it don't go but to there, and brought this piece over and fixed it. But so they didn't do that. So that's going to be a problem. But I think I might be able to get that piece out and move this piece over, or either that, or I'm gonna have to do something different here. It's gonna be a pretty big gap there. I may end up having to put another 2x4 on the outside of this one, get this piece out of here, and just butt the other 2x4 up, or 2x6 up against this one where it'll be straight across. So that's gonna be a little bit of work. Like I said, I got some poles. It would be a good time to get the weight off of this part of the ceiling, of the roof, I mean, and fix that. So I may end up, that's maybe what I end up doing, instead of trying to get these doors put up and then having to worry with it, because that's going to be a pain. So anyway, guys, I'll let you know what I decide. Guys, we decided to take this block out and just fix it right, and it's a good thing, because there ain't much holding this to the ground. We'll see when we get the nails completely out. I think it's right to slap off at the ground. Alright guys, we got this post down. You can see there ain't nothing left of it. It was just sitting on the ground. I don't know how much trouble it's going to be to dig this thing up, but we got to get it up. Alright guys, I'll give y'all an update. This will be the last one for today. It looks like it's going to dig pretty easily. You can see I pulled that water line up by hand. It was about 6 inches deep. Dug that little bit with a shovel pretty easy. So right now I got it stabilized. I wanted to move this one over, but unfortunately it's screwed, nailed to all these rafters, these what you call it, boards, lathing. And so I don't think I'm gonna go to trouble taking my sawzall and cutting all this lathing screws off. So I'll come up with some other way of doing it, but I might end up just butting one up against there and putting a block in between and just running it straight over on top of that other one there, just for make it level. But anyway, we got that post out, and so tomorrow we'll be putting a new post in. I'm hoping I can get one pretty easily. I know we got a bunch laying around here, but I got to get one just the right size, because it's got to fit right in this semicircle made of this concrete where the old post was. And anyway guys, I'll give you an update part 2 maybe tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Please rate and comment, subscribe.